And welcome to this BrightThink Academy practical tips lesson. So in this lesson we want to give you an idea about how to make a creative CV. Something a little bit more eye-catching, stands out from the crowd. Now I use Canva for quite a few different designs, but they have some great resume templates. So let's just have a look at it. Now it really does depend on the industry that you're going to go into, what your CV or resume may look like, but from something like this, which could be more slick as a management one, very to the point, so you could have a look at something which we could get ready for something more creative, for like a creative industry. So let's just have a look. Because even if you pick one of their templates, you could redesign it, change the colours of it, for example. I know a few different people have views on a picture being on the CV. That's completely down to yourself. Personally, I don't think you should have a CV on there. If you have a lot more freelance experience, you could call it a portfolio or a CV portfolio. For example, that's if you're looking at getting into something more in the creative sectors. And don't forget to always move down onto the second page. Now, one thing that Canva does is it'll set you up the first page on here, but you can just simply copy and paste blocks over. So if you did want it to run into the third or the fourth one, then you can do that pretty easily, so you can continue with the design over. Now what's really great about Canva as well is, let's just say you have like a LinkedIn post here, for example. We could actually make that a link, so you could add, by clicking on this chain key here, your URL to your LinkedIn post, as you would do, you know, https:// and then the link. So when you download this as a document, that is a clickable link, which is great, right? It doesn't have to be LinkedIn. Maybe you've got an online portfolio where you want to demonstrate your work as well. I think if it was just kept like that, you might want to change the color of it or something along those lines to make it so the person who's reading the CV knows that it's a clickable link. I mean, one of the great features about Canva is we could type into the elements click link or something like that. Maybe something a little bit more sophisticated. I mean, I use Canva Pro, but they do have a lot of these features on here, which are in the free version as well, or a simple click here. It's completely down to you, but just to make sure the links actually stand out. Yeah, career summary, always keep it nice and sweet. I think especially if you're looking at creative industries, make it stand out as well. Add in the clickable links. I think what you could do here as well is, once you've created your CV, which, you know, you can use the template, you could go to File over here and make a copy. So you can already see, so I'm going to put this as like my name, Robert CV, but this is just to make sure everything's under one brand. So on the next copy you could put Robert cover letter, and what we could do here is we could just change it around, but it's still in with the brand. So when we talk about the cover letter, we don't want all this stuff, but hey, we wouldn't mind it looking like the CV, so it just looks really professional, right? So if we get rid of a few of these things, let's just get rid of those. There we go. So then what I'm going to do with this box over here is I'm going to kind of expand it, and then we can put those there, and then turn that into, I mean, we'll resize that, but now we can change that to cover letter, software engineer cover letter, and then you can write your cover letter here. Obviously would make it the same font, and then if you're submitting it, you have this matching cover letter that looks just like your CV in the same colors and so on and so on. On top of that, if you are looking to make another copy, so the third copy now, where we can just delete all that, and this one could be where you could showcase samples of your work if you had to, you know, if you were working in the creative sector. I would just add photos of my work. So let's just say if these were some images, there we go, let's just say these were mine, I could do that. And then I could have a little explanation under each one, and so on. So you could see, and then you could just, this tool here just lets you duplicate the page, and so on. So there you have a document where you could put images of portfolios of work, you have a cover letter explaining what you do, and then a CV, and it's all very simple and clear and in your own text, and you know how to add links to external sites where your portfolio, even an Instagram account for example, or a YouTube channel, anything you want. But then you can design it and just move it around and make it look creative, make it look slick, and then when you're done, you can just download, preferably download to PDF, but you could download in any file size and then send it off. And that's how you could create a really good CV, cover letter and sample of portfolio of work for a job or anything within the creative sector. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, if you like our content, hit subscribe and press the bell button to make sure you get notifications of future content. Check out our other videos, and if you want to subscribe to BrightThink Academy, free online accredited learning, visit academy.brightthink.co.